It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we are cooking up a storm at that as well. You know what? It's cold temperature out there. We're showing you some recipes on how to really warm yourself from the inside right now. Peter Ayub, my man's in studio, and it's all about stock, because that's what we're obviously going to be put into our dish a little bit later on, but not just any stock that you've made from scratch. And I don't think a lot of people know exactly how to do that. Peter, nice to have you, man. So stock, eh? This is what we're going to be doing this morning. First of all, basic rules when it comes to making stock.
Well, I think the most important thing, as you said, you can't compete with a homemade stock to a packet, something that you buy. So the most important thing is don't treat a stock pot like a dustbin. Some chefs, they'll say, okay, well, my potato peels or my carrot peels, or that's going to become my stock. So you need to use the best fresh ingredients to actually go into your stock in order to get it to this most beautiful gravy you're ever going to have.
All right, well, take us through the process to get to that most beautiful gravy. All right, okay. So what do we need and how do we do it?
All right, I'm going to use this pot. What you can see is we've browned the bones. That's going to give it some nice color. We're going to just do
You just pop these in the oven, basically.
In the oven.
Okay.
Take off the excess oil, because obviously what we're trying to do, and I've only put a little bit of oil here, is because at the end of the stock you want to make sure that all the oil's out of it. It needs to be a clear stock. So we're going to take this. We're just going to pop that in here.
There you go, nice on a hot pot as well.
Yeah. Okay. Those two guys don't want to come with.
A little bit stubborn, but it's okay.
Cool, no problem.
Let's pop it there.
Okay, we're going to pop that in there. We're going to pop our onions in here.
Okay, so a little onions going there as well.
Some celery.
So you don't have to chop them finely, I see. It's all
Absolutely.
big.
Remember, you're going to strain this, so it doesn't really matter what size the veggies are. You're just going to pop them all in. Some carrots. Some parsley sticks. You can see they're all fresh.
Yes.
Very good vegetable quality.
And this is going to give you a very nice flavour, I'm
some
sure.
garlic cloves. Pop that in as well.
All right.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Bay leaf. Some black peppercorn.
All right, just a few like that.
Yeah. And any kind of herb. We're going to use some thyme here. We're just going to throw that in. Then what we do is we're going to give that a nice little stir.
Yeah.
And we're going to cover it with some cold water.
Some cold water. All right. So that is the basic process.
This is the basic process of making a stock. Whether it was a chicken, a beef, or a fish, you'll just change, obviously, the bones.
Okay, you'll change the bones. So it goes with the bones as well. So what are, in your opinion, you mentioned the basic rules, but the most fundamental rules when it comes to making your own stock?
Okay, number one, always use cold water.
Okay.
Because what happens, if you put any bones or any food into warm water, it actually seizes up.
Oh.
So you're not actually going to get those flavors out of those bones.
Oh, wow, okay.
So always cold water, bring it up to the boil. Once it starts boiling, you turn it down. You never want a stock to boil, because you want to create this layer on top where you can actually scoop off all the scum and that. So what's more important, make sure you never stir a stock, because it's taking like a couple of hours or a few hours to get that all up to the top. Now all of a sudden someone comes and stirs it, you've just lost all that time.
Okay,
so those are the most important parts.
Golden rules to making your own stock, and if you follow those, you're going to come out with the most delicious stock you've ever tried in your whole entire life. But we're going to use it to make a nice little recipe, but first up, here's Zoe.